Hello everyone, this is Professor Yashoda. Today we'll take a topic on elasticity of Model 2 in engineering physics. So far we have discussed the relation between Young's modulus, rigidity modulus and a Poisson's ratio. Now let us take the relation between a bulk modulus, Young's modulus and a Poisson's ratio. You know the definition for bulk modulus, Young's modulus and a Poisson's ratio. Why can't we relate now? Now, as you take the relation between bulk modulus, Young's modulus and a Poisson's ratio, now to understand this, let us consider a cube. So, cube consists of a unit length, unit breadth and a unit height. Let us consider a stress. Let a Tx, Ty and a Tz be the outward stresses which is acting along x direction, y direction and a z direction. So you are applying a stress along x, y and z directions. So what is the outward stress which is acting along x direction? This is Tx. And opposite to that face also in this cube you can see a Tx is there. So this is x-axis and this is also x-axis. So outward stress, you are pulling a cube, the one face of the cube towards x direction. So you are applying a stress along x direction towards right side, and towards the left side of the cube also you are applying a stress. So you are pulling towards the opposite x directions, so that the length of the one face of the cube increases. Because if you want to find the length along x direction, what is the other two directions are acting? Here other two directions are y and z directions. Even along y and z direction there is a stress, it is acting. These two stresses Ty and Tz is a perpendicular to Tx direction, so that this will help you to compress along x direction. So what is the new length along x direction? Now the new length along x direction will be the, let alpha be the longitudinal strain coefficient and beta be the lateral strain coefficient. A stress Tx produces an increase in length along x direction. So the increased length is alpha Tx. The increase in length is alpha Tx along x direction. Since Ty and Tz, Ty and Tz are perpendicular to x, Tx. Ty and Tz are perpendicular to Tx, so that it produces a contraction. It produces a contraction is beta Ty and beta Tz. Therefore, what is the new length along x direction? Therefore, new length along x direction becomes 1 plus alpha Tx minus beta Ty minus beta Tz. So here 1 is the actual length of the cube. So I told you at the beginning it has a unit length. The cube has unit length. So it is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter plus the extension along x direction, that is plus alpha Tx minus contraction is beta Ty minus beta Tz. So this is the new length along x direction. Now the length of the one side of the cube is increased. And similarly, you apply the stress along y direction and also z direction. So we get a new length even along y direction and also z direction. So what is the new length along y direction? So new length along y direction will be 1 plus alpha ty. So alpha ty is the extension or the length which is increased along y direction will be alpha ty minus the contraction which is produced along x direction and y direction minus beta tx minus beta tz. So this is the new length along y direction. And what is the new length along z direction? So new length along z direction becomes 1 plus alpha tz minus beta tx minus beta ty. So these are the new lengths along x, y and z directions we got. Now, what is the new volume of the cube now? Therefore, the new volume of the cube will be length into breadth into height. Now, length into breadth into height, the equations we got now, the new length, new breadth and the new height. So, now you can write the equation 1 plus alpha tx minus beta ty minus beta tz into 1 plus ty, 1 plus alpha ty minus beta tx minus beta tz into 1 plus alpha tz minus beta tx minus beta ty. Now open the bracket and write the equation like 1 into 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. Next 1 into alpha ty. 1 into alpha ty is alpha ty plus 1 into minus beta tz. It is minus beta tz. Next 1 into minus beta tz minus beta tz we get. So write like this and write a equation. Now open the brackets, we get a big equation. In that equation where alpha and beta are very small and the terms containing the powers like alpha and alpha, if you multiply we get alpha square, and beta if you multiply beta square we get. So alpha square and beta squares, the powers we can neglect it. Therefore we get only the equation which is containing only alpha and beta, and the product of alpha and beta and the powers of alpha square and beta square we can neglect it, so that we get only the equation which is containing alpha beta. Therefore new volume will be equal to 1 plus alpha into tx plus ty plus tz minus 2 beta into tx plus ty plus tz. So we can take now alpha minus beta common term, take a common term tx, ty, tz, so that this equation will become now 1 plus alpha minus 2 beta into alpha. It is equal to 1 plus alpha minus 2 beta into tx plus ty plus tz. If tx is equal to ty is equal to tz is equal to t, that is stress. Therefore, we can write a new volume will be equal to 1 plus 3t into alpha minus 2 beta. Since the cube under consideration had a unit volume, so I already told you the volume of the cube is 1 centimeter. unit length, unit breadth, and unit height. Therefore, the increase in volume we have to find how much the volume of the cube is increased. To find that, we have to subtract with the 1. So, 1 centimeter we have to subtract it so that we get what is the new volume of the cube. In volume will be equal to 1 plus 3t into alpha minus 2 beta minus 1. So minus 1 and a plus 1 get cancels. So therefore, increase in volume will be equal to 3t into alpha minus 2 beta. Instead of outward stress, T, apply a pressure. So as you apply a pressure all over the body uniformly along X, Y and Z direction, therefore the volume get decreases. So what is the decrease in volume now? Decrease in volume will be, in place of T, you will going to write a now P. So decrease in volume will be equal to 3P into alpha minus 2 beta. Now let us take what is the volume strain. So the volume strain is change in volume by original volume. We know that change in volume is this 3 into P into alpha minus 2 beta. By the original volume is unit length, unit breadth and unit height, that is 1 centimeter. Therefore, we can write the volume strain will be equal to 3P into alpha minus 2 beta. Now, what is the bulk modulus? The bulk modulus, as per the definition, it is the ratio of pressure by volume. So, bulk modulus will be equal to P by the volume strain. So, that is volume strain is P by 3P into alpha minus 2 beta. I repeat once again, bulk modulus will be the pressure by change in volume strain. The ratio of pressure by volume strain. So, K will be equal to pressure is P and volume strain is 3P into alpha minus 2 beta. Therefore, K equal to 1 by, we can take this PP get cancels, we can take alpha to the outside the bracket. So therefore, K equal to 1 by 3 into alpha into 1 minus 2 into beta by alpha. Therefore, K equal to 1 by 3 alpha into 1 minus 2 sigma, where sigma is beta by alpha. We already know this. And next, we can also write like this, where K is equal to alpha, you take it to numerator, so that we can write 1 by alpha by 3 into 1 minus 2 sigma. Therefore, 1 by alpha is Young's modulus, where K will be equal to Y by 3 into 1 minus 2 sigma. So this is the relation between bulk modulus, Young's modulus and a Poisson's ratio. And next, we take the relation between bulk modulus, rigidity modulus and a Young's modulus. It is very simple. You know already this equation. Relation between Young's modulus, rigidity modulus and a Poisson's ratio equation. Rearrange this equation now. Y will be equal to 2 into eta into 1 plus sigma. You take eta to the denominator to y. So that y by eta will be equal to 2 plus 2 into sigma. So open the bracket and write 2 into 1 is 2 plus 2 into sigma is 2 sigma. Let us call this expression is 1. And we know the relation between Young's modulus, bulk modulus and a Poisson's ratio equation. Now rearrange this equation now. K is equal to y by 3 into 1 minus 2 sigma is there. Now take 3 to the left side, 3k we get, and take y to the denominator. Or otherwise, we can write like this, y by 3k is equal to 1 minus 2 sigma. Let us call this expression is 2 now. Now equation 1 is y by eta will be equal to 2 plus 2 sigma, and equation 2 is y by 3k is equal to 1 minus 2 sigma. These two equations are very simple, and now add these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. So left side equations will become now y by eta plus y by 3k will be equal to 2 plus 2 sigma plus 1 minus 2 sigma is there. So minus 2 sigma plus 2 sigma get cancels. Remains only 2 plus 1, that is 3. Next, rearrange this equation now. As you rearrange this equation, we get, take LCM, eta 3k LCM, so that equation will become in the numerator y into 3k plus eta by 3k eta. So y it is taken common in the expression, that is equal to 3. And we can also write like this equation, y will be equal to 9k eta by 3k plus eta. This is the relation between yk eta, Young's modulus, bulk modulus and a rigidity modulus. Now let us take the relation between bulk modulus, rigidity modulus and a Poisson's ratio. You already know the equation for Young's modulus, rigidity modulus and a Poisson's ratio, and also you know that Young's modulus, bulk modulus and a Poisson's ratio. So these two equations you take and rearrange the equation in terms of y. So that the equation y equal to 2 eta into 1 plus sigma is you call equation 3, and you call y equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 sigma is equation number 4. And you take equation 3 and 4 and equate it. So as you equating equation 3 and 4, so that the equation will become 2 sigma plus 2 sigma eta. So open the bracket and write it here. That is equal to 3k minus 6k sigma is equal to, now you take sigmas on one term and remaining all other terms you take it to the right side. So 2 eta sigma plus this 6 sigma minus sign is there. As you take to the left side, it becomes plus 2 eta sigma plus 6k sigma, that is equal to 3k as it is to the right side itself, 2 eta you take it to the left side. So this is plus 2 eta, and when it comes to the right side it becomes negative. So 3k minus 2 eta, or sigma will be equal to 3k minus 2 eta by 2 eta plus 6k. This is the relation between bulk modulus, rigidity modulus and a Poisson's ratio. Now let us find the limiting value of Poisson's ratio. We have the relation y equal to 2 eta into 1 plus sigma and y equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 sigma. That is 2 into eta into 1 plus sigma, that is equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 sigma, as you are comparing these two equations. Now, as you compare these two equations, now we are concentrating only on the Poisson's ratio. Let us take two different cases, LHS and the RHS. Two different cases, like if sigma is positive. One case is like sigma is positive, another case is like sigma is negative. As you take the sigma is positive, then LHS is positive. So the LHS will be the positive only. What is the RHS? If RHS is positive, sigma should not be more than half, or otherwise sigma becomes negative. If I substitute any one value here, say example 1, if I substitute 1, so 2 into 1 is minus 2, so 1 minus 2 will be the minus 1. So if I substitute here 1, which is the RHS will be the minus, that is negative value we get, minus 1 into 3k we get, so that the RHS will become negative. So 1 is not suitable for the value for sigma. Now let us substitute one more value, that is half. So in place of sigma, if I take half, so 1 by 2 into 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So 1 minus 1 will become 0 and the right side equation will remain positive only. So less than half, if you substitute any values to the sigma, the right side equation will remain positive. So that it is the LHS will be equal to the RHS. The LHS is positive. When it becomes positive towards the RHS, so when you substitute the sigma value less than half, so half is the limiting value. If you substitute less than half to the sigma, then the RHS will become positive. So this is the case 1. So in case 1, sigma can take only plus half, so that the value on the right side will be positive. Let us take now the case 2. In the case 2, let sigma is negative. If you substitute a sigma value, any value, the left side equation should be right side. So the left side equation LHS should be equal to the RHS. If you take left side is negative, the RHS sigma, if I substitute the left side equation, so that 1, the minus 1 I'll substitute here in place of sigma. So 1 minus 1 will be 0. So that left side will become 0. The right side equation in place of sigma, you will going to substitute minus 1. So minus 1 into 2. Minus 1 into 2 is minus into minus plus. So it becomes plus 2. So the right side will become plus and the left side it is 0. So this equation is satisfied now. If I take more than 1, so it is minus 2 let me take. If you substitute in place of sigma to the left side of equation, so minus 2. So minus 2, 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. So the left side equation will become negative. Then right side equation let me take. So 3k into 1 minus 2 into minus 2. So minus into minus plus. So that is 2 into 2, 4. That is 5 into 3k. So 15k we get. So the right side equation is positive and the left side equation is negative. So this equation does not holds good. So that what is the limiting value? The limiting value is if sigma is negative, then RHS will be positive for any value for a sigma. So whatever the value you give more than -1, then the equation does not satisfy. So whatever the value you give for a sigma less than -1, then the equation, the LHS is to be positive. It should not be more than -1. So if you give the value for a sigma more than -1, then equation will not satisfy. So that we should give the value should not be more than -1. Then the limiting value will be for sigma will be the plus of and the -1. So here the -1 is the negative value for sigma. It means that the elongation of a body which is accompanied by the lateral expansion, which is not possible because it cannot be observed in practice. Therefore, the limiting value for a sigma usually we take of and 0 only, of and 0, because -1 cannot be observed practically. So the limiting value for a sigma is only of and 0.